Hey, what up, WLJ family? I am one of your hosts, Lorenzo White, and welcome back to the Walking Life Journey podcast. I am joined by my two co hosts who didn't want to start it off today, but I figure I handle business. So, what we doing? Who's beside me right now?
There was a lot of shade in that introduction.
No shade, we in the house.
But I'm Keyondra.
And I'm Nikita. And together we make a white family.
Yes. So, before we kick it off, what would you like to say? Where can they find us?
Well, first, we always say thank you for those that continue to find us week after week, those that continue to follow us, those that are part of the WLJ Facebook group community,
Yes.
and those that have just landed in our page on our YouTube channel. Welcome.
Well,
Good job. So, again, where can they find us, Nichelle?
they can find us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Facebook, Podbean,
Instagram.
TikTok.
So get on one of those. Walking Life Journey, aka WLJ. Now, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. What we doing?
Today's topic is going to be taking things for granted,
Yes. Taking
Or-
things for granted.
not appreciating the
That's
things
right.
that surround you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Y'all ready?
Let's
Let's
go.
do it.
Kick us off, Mr. White.
I don't know what you want to talk about.
I think he's on one today, y'all. Y'all get to see him on one today. See, just like that, he gonna say he don't know what I'm talking about. That is a prime example of taking me for granted.
Oh no.
Like
no,
we didn't
no,
talk
no,
about
no.
this already.
No, I'm asking what direction you want to go. Lead off with the set it up for us.
So let's talk about this. I'm gonna start with this one because this one actually happened today. So about almost 2 years ago, I was walking in Walmart and I decided to buy this hot tub. And so I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get this, and my husband's gonna put it up for me, and we're gonna enjoy it."
Yeah.
Well, almost 2 years later, we now have this hot tub up, and we are enjoying it. And you talk about taking situations for granted.
Okay.
It happened today, and we bought this hot tub. My idea was I was gonna be in there with my man. We was gonna be in the nightlight, enjoy the hot tub, the lights changing colors, all that good stuff. But that is not what my grandson thought. He thought it was gonna be his pool. But this morning, the first thing he did was wake up and say, "Can we get in the hot tub?" It's like, you know what? Let's go get in the hot tub. And it was at that moment when I realized situations like that, we could have taken it for granted. We could have like, oh, stop splashing. But then to sit back and say, wow, this is our grandson. And we get to watch him play in the hot tub, just enjoying himself. And that right there was like, I'm not going to take this situation for granted. I'm going to soak it all up because everybody's not going to have those moments to remember.
Absolutely. Got a chance to see his full personality on display. all the splashing, all the. I'll leave some of that stuff
Back
out.
flips, front flips.
Yeah, but all in all, good time, you know. Nah, I definitely understand that. So I try not to take those moments for granted. Y'all catch me looking at him all the time. I'll be just staring off, looking at him like,
You do.
wow.
You be in awe sometimes.
Yeah, and it's just thinking about may not get those moments. You know, never know when we supposed to get up out of here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try not to take so many things for granted. I definitely don't take it for granted. Just when I don't.
Aww. How cute.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you better not take me for granted.
Mhm.
I'm only a one-of-a-kind person.
True story.
One of a kind. But let's think about that. Have you taken your loved ones for
Yes,
granted? You
yes.
think about, oh, we got time to
We
do
got
this
time.
tomorrow. We got time. We got
Yeah.
time. We got time. And then sometimes, I hate to say it, time sneak up on you.
Yeah.
And you don't have those moments. Even thinking about situations of where you live, you can find things to complain about all day long.
Mhm.
But do you take the time to just stop and appreciate what's surrounding you? And again, we were at home just this summer, and we went down to the beach. That right there was a beautiful moment because when we lived there, you could catch me at the beach every
Now and
once
then.
in a
Yeah.
while. But the Virginia beach was just somewhere I didn't really want to be.
Mhm.
And then we would go to the Norfolk beach. And you're like, oh, I got this all the time. I got this all the time. But this go round, we went out there and sat on the beach. And gosh,
Yeah.
it was just so peaceful.
Yes. Peace.
And you're like, wow, did I appreciate this when we were here? We had this all the time for years. Did we appreciate it?
Probably not as much because it's always there. But then you bring us to Idaho where we're like landlocked. We got lakes and stuff.
Yeah.
But to actually sit on the
Yeah.
unless we're on vacation.
Again, it's different when it's right in your face and you constantly seeing it all the time. So it's very easy to just say, yeah, we could do this later. We could do this
Mhm.
later.
Yeah.
But until it's gone,
Mhm.
what happens when it's gone?
We want it. You always want something when you no longer have it.
Facts.
Let's talk about people that possibly went through a divorce or somebody that broke up. That'd be sometimes you don't even like that person when you together. But as soon as that person is not yours, oh, she the best wife. He the best husband. She was the best friend. He was the best friend. But when you had me, did you treat me like I was the best?
No, because you was always there.
That's what they say. The grass is not always greener on the other side. So that's what we just wanted to talk about. Situations that you found yourself in, that you feel like, dang, I took that for granted, or I really didn't appreciate it at that time. And now, as I identify those things, how will I not make that mistake again? Yeah. How will you not make that mistake again?
Well, through lived experiences and just living life in general, that's one of those things that comes in a cycle. You know, it's always continuous. Sadly enough, it takes something bad to happen in most cases for you to realize things that you have been taking for granted. So, as far as how do you go about ensuring, constantly checking yourself. That's the only way you do it.
Yeah.
And understanding that you don't have to get up. You weren't guaranteed to get up that morning. You know,
True.
to be able to experience what it is you experience. So
True.
even though sometimes you'll have difficulties in life, could have been where you didn't even experience that at all.
Yeah.
Like one of my greatest, and I think this is one of the reasons why I'm so fascinated with looking at my grandson and just watching him grow and watching my family. It's because unfortunately I was in a situation where I almost ain't make it back, you know, with being deployed and stuff like that. And one of my biggest fears was to leave this earth and not having somebody to carry on my name or not being able to see my grandson, you know, or a grandchild, period.
Yeah.
So when I'm able to experience him, I look at him in awe, and it's like I'm trying to lock it in my brain the things that he's going through and the things that he's growing, and him just coming into his own. And I try to let him develop that way, and just I don't know, I love seeing it, man. So that experience, which was an unfortunate one because some people lost their lives.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That allows me to check myself on a daily basis. Like, okay, I almost wasn't here to witness this, and so that's where I'm at. With it.
We glad you here.
I'm glad
we
I'm
are
here too.
So glad you're here, Mr.
So
White. Gosh, because we definitely don't take you for granted. We are so thankful for you every single day.
Y'all see that look?
Keyondra, think about yourself. Think about your own walk. Are there things that you feel like you've taken for granted or you just didn't appreciate it in that moment?
I think us taking so many trips, I didn't always appreciate it. And then or like just being closer to family, didn't always appreciate it. And now living so far from them, I'm like, dang, I miss the family. I wish we was like closer so you could just see each other more. But I really try to work on just enjoying where I'm at right now because I know it's not going to always be like this. And then years later, when I'm out on my own somewhere else,
Yes,
I'm gonna
Lord.
be like, oh, I wish I was still at home. I actually miss Idaho because as much as I'd be like, okay, I'm tired of Idaho. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move. I know as soon as I leave, I'm gonna miss it. Like, oh, it's like when you don't have it no more, you just miss it more.
Mm.
Yeah.
And just so y'all know, I always mess with her when it comes to her leaving the house. You know, I soak it in while she's here, but I
Absolutely.
gotta put pressure on her, let her know she ain't gonna be here always.
My mama say otherwise. She said I'm always welcome.
Well, when two come together, we supposed to agree and stuff like that as far as a marriage couple, because that's what the word is.
That's what the words say.
So if me and your mama ain't agreeing on that, you better have a backup plan. Nah,
Stop.
but
I told y'all he is on one today.
But nah, I enjoy you being around as much as I mess with you, but you gotta grow.
Of
Yes,
course.
absolutely.
You know,
Of
you gotta
course.
grow, and being stuck up under us and in the house with that security, it has its pros and cons. So don't take it for granted. Enjoy it while you can, because once you get out, it is what it is.
You don't have to rush.
It is what it is.
Don't rush. I like how you talk about that. When you leave Idaho, you're gonna miss Idaho. We know plenty of people who have left Idaho, and that they miss things from here, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like, dang, I made the wrong decision, and I think that's what we gotta understand is every single decision you make has a consequence. Even we think about like, okay, Idaho's not our forever home. What is? Where are we going? We don't know. But I tell you, there's some things I can automatically think of right now that I would miss about Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
And so then we start saying, well, if I could take this and put it over here and move this, then I'd be happy.
You're trying to place
Like you're trying to put things together, and that's not how it works. So what I'm saying is just don't take things for granted. Don't take people for granted. Don't take situations for granted, because it won't always be like that. It will not.
I think the biggest thing is just enjoying it in that moment.
Yeah.
Like for Idaho, as much as we be wanting to leave, we be like, let's enjoy it. Let's go boating. We find things that we really like. So trying to find something you like in every situation.
And that's true, because you can talk to people in any location that they live across the states, right? Any state. And they'll be like, I don't like this about this place. I don't like this. But I always believe in find what's good in the location you're in.
Yeah.
Find what's good. If you want to be miserable, sit in your house and do nothing. If you want to just live, get out and see what surrounds you.
Yeah.
See what surrounds you, but any place that you can go, you might not like. So I am a true believer in always taking every situation and appreciating it. But the people in it, I just want to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate being in your presence. Appreciate just sitting outside. So that's what I'm saying. This morning is just great watching him, because in his mind, he would think that it's like a 12-foot pool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's not, right? It's this cute inflatable hot tub that works for us, that probably sits about 4 people comfortably, but he can backflip in it. He can front flip. He dives in it. He fished in it with his goggles. He's invited multiple people, and he tells me there's about 6 to 7 people that can fit in it, but comfortably, it's like 4. But to him, I love it because he sees it as, I got this new pool and I want to share it with you. I want you to come over, and I just want you in my backyard. That's all. So I just think that's so cute, because what he has, he wants to share with everyone else, no matter how small it is.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing of not taking things for granted. He just want to spend time with you. I don't know. I love that.
Yeah, you definitely didn't take that moment for granted. You kept telling me, you got a grandson. You got a grandson.
I still be, he's 6, and I'm still like, dang, that boy got so much personality, and I just love it. I don't know. So much personality. What were you about to say? I cut you off.
I was about to say, by the time he finished inviting everyone, we was like, well, is there any room for us?
Yeah,
He's like,
he forgot about
we're
us.
just gonna have people wait outside and take turns to get in. And we're like, are you serious?
But he made a plan.
Yeah.
He made a plan in his head that we can take turns and we're gonna make it work.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you? How many times have you got your selfish ways that you don't even understand how something so small can work for so many?
Yeah, true.
Oh no. Don't take things for granted. Don't take that time for granted. Don't take those people for granted. Don't take those situations for granted.
Absolutely.
Oh no. What you been taking for granted lately, Keyondra?
Nothing.
Good. Don't take life for granted. Be sucked at it.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. I got nothing.
That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say either. Y'all better appreciate. I know I'm gonna say it again. I do.
Go ahead.
Appreciate the life that you have. You got one life to live. So whatever you are working towards, whatever you focused on, go after it. Go get it.
The people that you enjoy being with, the people that you love,
Spend the time with them.
reach out to them. Don't take it for granted that they're
Say
gonna be
sorry.
here.
I don't know.
Don't take it for granted that they're gonna be here. Seriously.
Yep.
Well,
Find the light in the little things.
Go ahead.
Go ahead
On.
now.
School paying off.
Go ahead.
Perry, you hear this?
Go ahead.
Don't be so focused on not being where you want to be and so gun-ho about reaching your dreams that you don't appreciate the entire journey.
Say that.
Appreciate the entire journey. The entire journey. You go ahead on.
That's wisdom right there.
Well, that's it for us, y'all. And as you know, when you walk this journey called life,
Yes.
you got to appreciate the whole journey.
Whole journey.
Yes.
And always remember, you are a key piece. Until next time, thank you.
Where can they find us?
Apple, Amazon, Spotify, Podbean, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Share. Subscribe. Go to Facebook and join that WLJ group. Until next time, see ya.
Peace.
Bye.